Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. And if you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. All okay? No issues? Okay, great. If you have time in the future, please take Java Bootcamp. Pratibha, I have something better planned for Java. Now, I am planning to start up a video lecture series that will cover up everything like from C++, Java, Python, JavaScript. Then it will include notes, it will include some funny banter, it will include some interviews as well, it will include interview questions as well, it will include projects as well, and it will include a certificate as well, and it will be all for free. So I'm currently planning that. I've started working upon the notes, and this is where my beautiful girl comes into the picture. So let me make you guys meet her. अरे मेरा बच्चा तो यहाँ के सोना नहीं है भाई, यहाँ काम करते हैं लोग, काम करते हैं। आज सबको मिलाता हूँ दोस्तों। अरे भागना नहीं है, भागना नहीं है, कैमरा शाही मुझे पता है। Oh, so this is Suzie, and she is very camera shy. Today she will be taking your class. Suzie, what is backend development? She doesn't know. Drugs. Good quality drugs. Yes. Now, would you want to sleep here or go? Go play. Go. 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 Okay. So Suzie has left the class. How many pets do you have? I had 5 pets. Now I'm down to 3. So right now I have 3 pets right now. The reason for that is one cat ran away. One dog I gave it to one of my friends. So now I have 1 dog and 2 Persian cats. So that is like 3 total animals that I have currently. Okay. So yeah, that is what it is. Okay, is that particular fellow still in the class? I got a very interesting question. So can he let me know, Wonder Dark Production, are you still in the class itself? Please let me know. Wonder Dark Production, are you still in the class? Wonder Dark Production, are you still in the class? Please let me know. Just write hi or yes, I'm there in the class. Something like that in the live chat. Wonder Dark Production, if you are there in the class still, could you just let me know in the live chat so that I'm able to answer your question? Because that's a good question and that's a genuine question. I'm not saying, see, not everybody knows everything, right? It is just impossible. But I'm there to help you guys out with that, right? So I'm not saying that this is something to be ashamed of, Wonder Dark. It is a genuine question. This is a question that everybody will be having right now. So I just want to know if you are there in the class. So I will answer questions appropriate enough. Wonder Dark Production. I don't think so. He's there in the class, guys. I think so. He has left. Okay, nevertheless, guys, we'll still take up his question. So the question is very simple, guys. He or she, I don't know, like I'm just like they have asked this particular question, okay, that basically why are we teaching web development, and according to him or according to many people actually, they feel as if web development is no longer relevant, okay. Instead of that, you should have taught like data scientists or data analytics or prompt engineering. Especially he has put up a lot of pressure on prompt engineers itself. So do you guys also have a similar question to, like, just like him? Do you have a similar question right over there, guys? Please let me know. Do you also have a similar question, guys? Please let me know. Like many of you guys might have seen, oh, there are AI that can create websites right now. They can create landing pages right now. Web development is going to be irrelevant in the next few years. prompt engineering is coming up right now. We are seeing people saying that prompt engineers getting 1.2 crore salary package itself, and so on and so forth. And we should be focusing much more upon data science on or something like that. Do you guys like have these type of questions, or like was that the only fellow that had this question? Like, what is the scenario? I would love to know, guys. Again, guys, I'm there to help you guys out. Okay, it is not as if I'm expecting you guys to know everything before coming to the boot camp. It is my job to create awareness, not yours. Yours is to ask questions that you have. Okay, so let us take this particular question up first and let's try to decode it. Okay, first I will love to let you guys know there is nothing called as a prompt engineer. There's nothing called as a prompt engineer. There is nothing called as prompt engineering. Whoever is pitching you this, they are full of crap. They are full of shit itself. And there is nothing like that. When it comes to hiring, okay, when it comes to companies hiring for such a role, there is no role like that. I've worked at Google. I've placed students at multiple different companies, Microsoft, Uber, Ola. I've placed students at Atlassian, Accenture, Infosys, JP Morgan and Chase, Goldman Sachs. I've worked with many different people from these companies. I can tell you this for a matter of fact that if a company wants a prompt to be written, they will call the nearest software engineer that is available to that particular manager, and he will be like, hey, you come here, write this prompt for me. That's it. These companies, no company in this entire globe is hiring for prompt engineers. Okay, that is just full of crap. I don't know where you guys are getting this information from. Okay, because even when I felt that this is a very fake portrayal that is happening, I understood one thing, that is happening through Instagram and YouTube. People are not verifying what these guys are saying, and hence the particular thing is happening. You go to LinkedIn. Okay, you go to LinkedIn. If you don't trust me, it's fine. Okay, it is fine. Like, there can be some people who are like, hey, bro, tum bhi to YouTube pe ho. Like, you are also on YouTube, right? Why should we trust you? No issues. Do not trust me. Okay, go to any person. Go to LinkedIn. Find, there will be somewhere around 150 people working in Google right now who you can directly message. Okay, I'm ex Google, so you are like, tere ko kya pata? We'll ask somebody who's currently working at Google. Just ask any of them, dude, is there any position at a company or any one person working in Google itself working as a prompt engineer? Let me know. Their answer would be most likely no, because there is nothing like that. Nothing like that, guys. That is just a hoax that has been put up by people. I don't know why, but I told you guys, so you guys should be able to know about this. The next thing that you guys, so we received only 2 certificates for JavaScript and React.js. Google certificate wasn't received. I will confirm this with my team once. I'll let you know in tomorrow's class. Will that be fine with you? Okay. The next question that I was able to see right over there was a very simple question, and that was ki, what the question was ki web developers, right? Web developers will become irrelevant, and in the next few years we should be learning something else. We should not be learning web development itself. I think so many of you guys might be having this question as well. And of course, genuinely, you are coming to a boot camp, right? You are investing. You are not investing money, but you are investing time, and time is greater than money. For me, actually, for me, time is greater than money at the end of the day. So you should have this question that, dude, everybody is saying that, okay, web development is going to be replaced. Should we focus on data science? Should we focus on data scientists? Should we focus on blah, 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 blah? So my genuine answer to this is, fine, go and see what the AI is able to create. Nothing. Websites are not just a landing page, and that landing page is also shit. That landing page is also shit. You want to see some landing pages? Let us go to dribble.com. Okay, so for those who are interested in how to design websites, one of the websites that I particularly like is Dribble, DRIBBLE. Okay, please not forget, I make this mistake every single time. It is BBLE. Amazing website, guys. I use this almost on a daily basis because I'm handling a UI team as well in the current company that I'm working for. So I have to work with the UI team as well. And this is what they use. You go through this particular website. Okay, just go through this website. It basically provides you with some of the ideas on how a website should look like. Okay, This is just a landing page. Again, this is not a particular full-fledged website itself. This is just how a website should look like. AI can't even design that. An AI can design a very basic, a very simplistic landing page for you. That's it. And are you a fucking like pani puri wala who wants to create a website for his pani puri stall? No, companies don't want that. Company wants a very beautiful landing page, a very intuitive landing page, and a functional landing page as well. And the capabilities of AI right now are in such a level that maybe in 5 years they will be able to create beautiful landing pages. That's it. Now, do you think a Netflix website is just a landing page? Do you really think that Netflix, what Netflix is, what 200 plus million people are actually paying for is just a simple landing page? No, right? It has a huge back end to it. It has a huge front end to it with a fucking tons of optimizations done. Sending a particular video from Netflix computer to your computer is not that simple. If it was that simple, then I could have opened up a Netflix of my own as well. It is not that simple. Right now, I am struggling to take up videos for all these courses and everything and give it to you guys in the most optimal manner possible, wherein the cost efficiency is also very good. And not just that, the backend for Netflix is not just that. The movie recommendation engine and all these things that people are developing, the web developers have to push that in. And then you are having the Docker, the containers, the Kubernetes. It is a very integrated and a very complex architecture that has been created. And AI is just not capable enough of doing that. Let me give you an example. Do you really think that when calculators come into the picture, when in the world calculator was first introduced, an electronic calculator, did the particular people like the mathematicians lost their job? No, right? Mathematicians are still there. The calculator made some menial tasks, some basic tasks easy for them so that the mathematicians are then able to concentrate on the brain power task itself. All this AI, chat GPT, they don't have a brain. If you really think, if you go and learn. So this is the problem, that most of you guys don't know about technology and you guys just rely upon Instagram pages of people who are not even working at any of the companies, who don't know anything about the domain itself. They are basic people and you just follow them blindly. So ChatGPT does not has a brain of its own. How is ChatGPT trained? It was given 5 billion words to learn from. 500, sorry, not 5, 500 billion words to learn from, and it just predicts what should be the right way of putting that up together based on the words that it has learned from. It is not able to find something new and innovative for you. At the end of the day, it is not able to come up with ideas. The ideas that you are able to see from ChatGPT are also taken up from the data that it has been trained on. So for a particular software engineer in the future, down 5 years down the road, AI will help them do the menial tasks faster. And those people who really think that creating a component, creating a basic particular login and sign up pages is going to get them a job, at that point of time, that will be irrelevant. What will be relevant is that, can you think about the architecture? Can you think about integrating the different technologies together? So creating a component will become a very small part that an AI can do for you. It will be a helping hand for the software engineer. And the process, the software development process will become much more faster. But an AI will never be able to replace a software engineer. You have to understand this, guys. The third particular part is, what about web development? So again, websites are what you guys think are websites are not what I think. So your definition of websites is something that you guys have not yet understood. YouTube, can YouTube be created by an AI? No, that YouTube was created by humans. And the future as well, the entire architecture will be maintained by humans as well. What can the AI do for you? Just basic things, just basic helping hand. Some of the menial tasks that were there, that will be something that the software engineer will be able to do much more faster. The same goes for data analytics. Because you guys don't follow the right pages, you guys don't see the right news, you guys don't even know about most of this stuff. For example, there are AIs that have taken over the data, the basics of the data analytical process. You just feed in the data to them, they will create the reports for you. So is that the case? Then all the data analysts are fucked because their job was basically that. This is what most people think. But data analytics ka job bas itna nahi hota. This is not the only job of a data analyst, that's to create the reports, but also to find insights, also to gather like which direction should the company go further, how can they reduce costs, how can they find new particular places to invest in. All that the AI can't do. Yes, some of the simplest tasks, some of the menial tasks the AI will be able to take over, but that is just as a helping hand. So the only job right now that is actually safe from the AI world itself is actually your full stack developers, because full stack development is so complex that AI can never take over that. AI can never take over. For Chat GPT as well, do you really think there are 56 employees in in OpenAI, 56 software engineers in OpenAI? Out of those 56 software engineers, there are more than 40 web developers. Why only 16 researchers, data scientists are there? Why 40 web developers are there? Because the AI model is the only thing that the researchers can create. How to put it up into production, how to make sure that so many billions, not even hundreds and millions of people are continuously using ChatGPT, how to handle that traffic, how to make sure that ChatGPT does not crash, how to make sure that the new trained models are getting deployed securely. All that is something that web developers do. That is not something that a data scientist will do. I have worked as a data analyst, I've worked as a data scientist, I've worked as a machine learning engineer. I'm currently working as a full stack developer, as well as I'm helping out with the deployment of machine learning models. And I'm letting you guys know that this is just a basic. You guys need to move away from Instagram and actually start learning things. Okay, that is when you guys will be able to understand what is happening. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Okay, one more thing. People are saying there is high recession in the market. There is no recession in the market, guys. Again, this is also something coming from Instagram. I'm able to understand this. People just see, oh, Instagram pe likh diya recession, la 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 la. Oh, Wipro cancelled all these offer letters, revoked all these offer letters. Oh, recession. Dude, there is no recession. This was the normal hiring that used to happen before COVID. The COVID batch, before the COVID batch, normal hirings was just this much itself. There was no 1 lakh people being hired directly itself. Only this much number of people were being hired. During the COVID time, the hiring boosted like anything, and there's a very big reason for that. You meet me somewhere in Bangalore, take me to coffee. Okay, you pay for the coffee. I'll explain you the entire financials behind it. Companies receive lots and lots of money, and they invested that to grow their software engineering teams itself, to take on more products right over there. And that is the reason why the number of jobs increased. Then the money that they were getting, the interest, so companies don't spend their own money. If I have 100 rupees as a company, I'm not going to spend that 100 rupees, otherwise it will be taxable. So what I do is I take up 100 rupees from bank. I take up 100 rupees from bank. Now I have 200 rupees. I'll keep 100 safe. I'll earn interest on top of it. These 100 rupees as a company, I will get only 2% interest. Only 2% interest on that loan, because they take hundreds and millions of dollars. So that's a very big amount of money. Okay, so I will just get 2% of interest on top of it. So companies were like, oh, take up as much loan as you want. Let's hire as many people as we want. And then after COVID, the interest on a loan increased to 7%. Company said, oh, take your money back, bank. We don't have any money right now. We can't keep all these people. Remove the people right over there. Oh, we can't maintain these much as well. Lower a little bit. Whatever hiring was happened before that, 5% people will get removed from the company every single year. Before that as well, 5% people used to get removed. The bottom 5%. So that the rest 95% work harder. Okay. And that much hiring we will be doing right now. Companies are still hiring. Everything is going in the same direction. You guys have a false expectation because you guys saw things in the COVID era itself. That, oh, so much hiring is going on, so much jobs. Dude, that was just inflation. That was just inflated number of jobs that was what was out of the picture. That was something that was not correct. Before that, normal hirings was happening. Right now as well, normal hirings are happening right now. Okay. Okay, now that is something that I've wasted a lot of time right over here. Okay, I shouldn't have done that, but what has happened has happened. There's nothing I can do about it right now. But nevertheless, I hope so that you guys don't rely upon Instagram for news. Okay, because what they need is just clickable things itself. Like, please do not do that, guys. You are smarter than that. Don't be like these people. That will be my suggestion, guys. That is my genuine suggestion. You guys are smart. You guys are intelligent. Try to figure out if things are given to you in the right way or not. I see this many a times, people making this mistake. Okay, do not make same mistakes that I did in college, guys. That will be just my genuine particular suggestion to you guys. That's it. Okay, rest it is up to you guys to do it. Okay, right now I'm going to take up the attendance for today's class. Okay, then I will be taking up another attendance at the end of today's class, guys. You have 5 minutes to fill up the attendance for today's class, guys. Okay, or else should I take up the? I will take up the attendance at the end of today's class. No issues. Let us answer these questions. I'm a second year diploma computer engineering student. I am eligible for Google. Yeah, you are eligible. We don't care about what you were in. You were a baby with no teeth as well, but you were attending the classes properly. You were putting up the attendance properly. You're learning something. We'll still give you these certificates. We really don't care. We only care whether you are learning or not. Okay. So MongoDB पे focus करना, it's most difficult I think for backend. Do not worry, Ali. We are actually extending the number of days of this bootcamp from 7 to 9 days. I am planning to introduce MongoDB and API to you guys as well. So yes, that will be there. Okay. So to be honest, yesterday class many students didn't understand because of different editor. Many don't know. No issues, Lokesh. After the class, just practice it out with the new editor. You will be able to understand it. Within the class as well, I always say do not code along with me. If you're coding along with me, then you're not going to understand anything. Okay, AI is just like tools. They are just helping. They are not. That's all not mechanical engineering. Okay. What is going to be the future? Be a front end dev bootcamp in the future? Yes, of course there will be for React JS. Okay, do not worry about it. Okay. I am applying for lots of application, but getting no response. Okay, guys. How many of you guys are facing this problem that you guys are like putting up your applications for a lot of internships or a lot of jobs, and you're not getting anything back from there? How many of you guys? Google recently fired many employees. Kaushik, again, Google. Okay. So recently, you guys might have heard about this news that Google has planned and has fired to a lot of people right now. Okay, did you go and check how many of those were software engineers? Do you went and check how many people were software engineers right over there? So if you didn't, like, that is your fault, right? Out of the people that were fired, most of them were from operations, most of them were from things like sales, most of them were from things like maintenance. These are the people who got fired. So that is the problem. Like, people will hear Google fired 50,000 employees. And then people are like, oh shit, software engineering. Oh, there's a black cloud, mushroom cloud above our head. What am I doing with my life? And then, like, in the background, there's a lower level stuff like out of the 50,000, 45,000 were just salespeople, and people are like, oh, okay, that's fine then. Okay, try to go further, try to learn about the things that are happening, guys. Okay, how to efficiently cover all essential topics and ensure a comprehensive understanding of backend development in just 1 week during the bootcamp. Okay, so my suggestion to you would be, after the class has ended, first of all, practice everything within the class itself, and we will be extending the bootcamp by 2 days. The bootcamp is meant to be a general introduction to the topic itself, so that you guys are able to get your hands-on introduction to the topic. After the week, that is when your major task starts to go deeper into the topic, to start building projects on your own, to start learning new concepts right over there. Because again, what I'm teaching is just the first layer of backend development. Backend development is very deep, very, very deep. I'm just introducing you guys to the topic. Okay. Okay. Is there any reliable sources to learn such type of information? So usually it is research. Okay. For example, when I heard Google fired 35, I think so 35,000 employees, the first thing that I did was I got into touch with my friends at Google. I asked them what is happening right over there right now. Are their jobs safe? Okay, that was my very first question right over there. And they were like, bro, pura sales team ko uda diya. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm able to understand what is happening right over there. Okay, I am BCA graduate. Should I go for MCA or do a job currently? Do a job. MCA has no value. A job will have a lot of value. Okay. Application issue. Okay. So let us come to this topic and let us try to understand this a little bit more further. Guys, I'm being very frank with you. There are three ways of landing an internship or a job. Now, how many of you guys think that, okay, I want to get into big named companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, like MNCs? That is my aim. How many of you guys like aim that I want to get into a big ass company with a big ass name, a big ass office? Okay, so everybody should have heard like JP Morgan and Chase, Goldman Sachs, Google, Microsoft, Amazon. These are the type of companies that I want to end up at. I think so. And then, yeah, we'll include all the other small companies as well, like Infosys, TCS, Accenture, Wipro. These are also included in that. These are all MNCs right over there. Okay, if these are the companies that you are aiming for, no matter, this is a harsh truth, guys. This is a harsh truth. No matter how good you are at full stack, no matter how good you are at data science, no matter how good you are at development, these companies don't give two F's about it. You will never qualify for these companies. I'm being very frank. Let me give you guys an example as well. Everybody knows MacBooks, right? Apple ka MacBook aata hai. Every single fucking developer at a big company uses a MacBook. You go to Google, developers use MacBook. You go to Microsoft, every single developer use MacBook. You go to some of them use Surface, but most of them prefer a MacBook. You go to Amazon, every single one uses a MacBook itself. And if you go to LinkedIn as well, you will be able to see posts like people joining a company, posting their MacBooks that they have received from the company itself. So inside of a MacBook, when a developer is coding, right, they deal with a lot of different technologies. Okay, they deal with a lot of different technologies right over there. So they need to manage, they need to install, they need to deinstall, they need to make sure that everything is working properly. Now to do that, they use a software called as Homebrew, guys. They use a software called as Homebrew. Now think about this. At Google, there are 60,000 software engineers. At Google, there are 60,000 software engineers, guys. Out of these 60,000 software engineers, let's believe 50,000 of them use MacBooks right over there. 50,000 of them use MacBooks. That means 50,000 of the software engineers at Google use his particular software, that is Homebrew. His particular software as Homebrew itself. Everybody uses it. Now, will you believe in the fact that this particular fellow who created Homebrew, that every company is dependent upon, all the software engineers are dependent upon his software, is an excellent software engineer? Would you trust on this, guys, that his software everybody is using? That means he's an excellent software engineer, guys. What do you think? What do you think, guys? This is the class, guys. Today, this is the class. I'm currently taking up the class. I want you guys to answer. I want you guys to understand this concept itself. Because again, you guys will be spending 7 days. After the 7 days, then you are again back to wasting your time. I want to make sure that you are not doing that. He's an excellent software engineer, right? He applied at Google for a job role. That fellow applied at Google for a job role and he got rejected. He tweeted the entire thing. Back then it was Twitter. So he tweeted the entire thing on Twitter itself saying, dude, my software your company is using, every single one of you is using my software and you rejected me. And the reason why, because he was not able to invert a binary tree. Now, for those who know what is data structures and algorithms, they have started learning data structures and algorithms. It's a very easy question. Not very easy. If you have done DSA, then it will be very easy for you. Then it was a very easy, genuine data structures and algorithms question, invert a binary tree. But he was not able to do that. Because of that reason, he was rejected from the company itself. So no matter how great you are at data science, no matter how great you are at full stack, no matter how great a software engineer you are, you're not going to get hired for these big name companies if you're poor at data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. There is just no way in hell as a fresher you will get selected. Now, as an experienced professional, yes, there is a way of doing that. But as a fresher coming right out of college, these companies are not going to select you, because for them, there is an exam to select candidates. There's a process of selecting candidates. Just like when you want to, I'm great at physics. I'm India's leading physicist. Leading. Okay, best astrophysicist, Nobel physicist, every physicist that exists. I'm best in India right over there. Will that being best in India as at physics going to get me selected into IIT Bombay? Is that going to get me selected in IIT Bombay, guys? Asking a genuine question from you guys. Is that going to get me selected in IIT Bombay? Why no? Because to get selected in IIT Bombay, I have to give JEE means, I have to qualify that. I have to have 75% in my 12th and 11th standard itself, as well as I have to be very good in JEE advanced, get a very good score, get a very good rank. Only then, and in that as well, I have to be good at physics, chemistry, maths. Although I don't require maths, I don't require chemistry, I just want to learn physics. Still have to learn all three of them. Still have to do very good at that exam. Then I might get selected in IIT Bombay. In the exact same manner, if these big MNCs are your aim, then they also have an exam. They also have a very same way of hiring students. They have an exam, they have a certain syllabus for that, actually a fixed syllabus for that. And if you're not learning that syllabus, you're not preparing you yourself according to that, you're not going to get selected. It's as simple as that. I have taken up interviews for more than 15 big MNCs. I am the interviewer. I sit across the desk. I have seen their question bank. I have seen how the interview process actually happens. I've seen on the basis of what candidates are rejected, because I was the one rejecting them right over there. And let me tell you this, that no matter you want to pursue a career in cybersecurity, you want to pursue a career in blockchain, you want to pursue a career in anything related to coding, if there is 1% coding involved, then the hiring process is the exact same. It starts with application. So first of all, you need to understand where to apply to a company from. Okay, that is a very big deal, because most of you guys, I don't know why, don't even know how to apply to a company. There are multiple ways of doing that. First, and the most important, is LinkedIn. If you still don't have a LinkedIn account, guys, these companies hire through LinkedIn a lot. You need to have a LinkedIn account. You need to have a functioning LinkedIn account itself, a very good LinkedIn account. Okay, apply to companies through that. Every fucking big company has a career page. Okay, just search Google careers. Okay, it will show you. For example, let me do that for you guys. I'll search right over here. Google, CAREERS careers. Okay, right over here. You can sort by the location. Let's figure Bangalore, India, and all the different particular like roles and responsibilities that are there will be listed right over here. Whatever they are hiring at Google right now. If you're not able to find here, you can go to LinkedIn. You can search on LinkedIn right over there, and you will be able to see all the different open positions. And if you're just applying right over here and waiting that, oh, I have applied, dude, now they will call me. My resume is so good. Of course, they are going to call me. I'm 5-star rating on CodeChef. I'm like candidate master at Code Forces. They are going to call me. Why should I do anything? Then nobody is going to call. Being very frank, your resume, nobody gives a fuck about your resume. Okay, your resume matters less than 0.001% throughout the entire interview process. Nobody even looks at your resume throughout the entire interview process. Being very frank about it. So once you have applied, if you stop right over there, nobody is going to get you an opportunity. The next step that comes up after application is LinkedIn pe jaake bheek mangna. Okay, begging on LinkedIn. That is what you need to do next. I did that. I'm not ashamed of it. I had 100 credits that I could have used. Daily, I used to sit right over there. Whoever I could send a personalized message for free on LinkedIn, I used to just connect with them. Once you connect with a particular person, you can send like somewhere around 250 words to that particular person for accepting the connection request. I figured out all the talent recruiters at Google. I found out all the people working at Google, senior software engineers, product managers. Daily 100 messages I used to send out. In a week, I used to send somewhere around 700 messages. And I used to try to for going to 1,000. Like some days I will send a little bit more messages right over there. It will take me like 10 minutes max to send messages. So I used to do that. And within 30 days of doing this, I think so it was the 25th or the 26th day, I got 7 responses. I got 7 responses. 5 of them said fuck off. Okay, basically what they wanted to say was fuck off in a very polite way. I like, it's fine. But these next 2 people said that we have an open position. You could apply for the same. This is my referral code. So you need a referral code to apply to these companies. Nobody is going to give you a chance right over there. These companies have some exams and everything that goes on. You can definitely try that out. But that is like 60,000 people are giving the same exam. The chance of selecting one is very low. So that is what you do. And this is not just for Google. This is for every fucking company that you dream of. If you are having a list of 300 companies, do this for 300 companies itself. Take up a priority, see what companies are hiring right now, just fucking send messages on LinkedIn continuously. That is your method of getting a chance to sit for a particular exam, not an interview. Again, you're not going to get a fucking interview right over there. You're going to get a chance to sit for an exam. Now, this exam is an online, and this is for every fucking company. This is not just for Google, guys. Please do not take this up that, okay, this is just for Google. This is for every company: Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Flipkart, Walmart, Oracle, Infosys, Wipro, Accenture, Atlassian, any company that you're dreaming of, IBM, the same goes on for them as well. For lower pay companies, it will be very easy. Maybe in 10 days, you will be able to get a response back for an exam. Now comes the exam. Now the exam is going to be just data structures and algorithms. That's it. The exam is going to be just data structures and algorithms. That's it, guys. This is how I'm telling you guys. You need to. So if you don't know anything about the exam, you don't know anything about the syllabus, how are you planning to compete? I'm not able to understand that. To know what to study, you need to first understand how the exam is going to happen, what type of questions are going to be asked in the exam, what is the syllabus for the exam, and then you have to prepare for that. It is as simple as that, guys. Right? So I'm trying to understand this right now. Okay. Mars, the parents are staring at you. Okay, just tell them he's also one of my friends from college. They speak like that, right? Okay, so right over here, guys, try to understand this. The exam is going to be an online coding round. It is going to be 60 to 90 minutes long, usually. Okay, that is usually the duration of the exam, 60 to 90 minutes. During this 60 to 90 minutes, you guys have to do at least 2 to 4 coding questions. 2 to 4 coding questions, guys. Now, these coding questions are based on data structures and algorithms. Okay, the concepts are based on data structures and algorithms. The practice of this coding round should be done using competitive programming. Now, I'm telling you guys how to prepare for this coding round, guys. Please listen to this very carefully. I'm telling you guys exactly how to prepare for this for free. So please listen to me very, very, very carefully right over here. Okay. So the first thing that you need to understand, okay, I need to share my screen. Let me do that for you guys. Let me share my screen with you. Otherwise, I think so you guys might kill me at some particular point of time. I don't want to die right now. I have a lot to achieve. Okay. So let me share my screen with you guys. Share. Okay. I think so you guys should be able to see my screen clearly. Am I right? Okay. So right, like I said, it is going to be a 60 to 90 minutes long particular exam itself. Laval ka kab boot camp hoga? Please tell me whenever I get time, whenever I'm free with boot camps, I'll definitely take that up. Right now, please focus upon the class. So 60 to 90 minutes of the exam will be there. In that, you will be having 2 to 4 coding questions. The concepts will be based on data structures and algorithms. The concepts, guys, the concepts will be based on data structures and algorithms, but the practice for this exam you have to do through competitive programming. Through competitive programming, guys. Okay. Again, the particular exam, the concepts are going to be based on data structures and algorithms, and your particular practice for this exam should be based on competitive programming. Okay. Now, what is the difference between the two? We'll start with the basics. First, choose either one of these programming languages, either C++ or Java. Again, do not ask me, sir, can we do DSA in Python? Sir, can we do DSA in blah, blah, blah? Can we do DSA in this? Dude, I'm telling you, C++ or Java. Did I say Python? Did I say JavaScript? Did I say any other programming language? No, right? The reason for that, I'll let you guys know. Again, everything that I tell you guys, I try to make sure that I am able to provide you guys with a reason as well. but still I will definitely do that. Right now please try to understand only C++ or Java, no other programming language, guys, for data structures and algorithms. Once you learn, so how to learn this, just go on YouTube, search for 10 hours course on C++. Just do that. Okay, 10 hours C++. Just search this much right over there. 10 hours C++. Just finish up that one particular 10 hours. Don't do anything right over there. Don't do anything else. That one particular 10 hours course for free from YouTube. Just do that. Do not do anything else. If you invest 11 hours right over there, you have wasted your time. You have just wasted 1 hour of your time like anything. If you're spending time on learning a programming language, you are the most biggest buffoon that I've seen in the entire world, because programming language has zero value inside of your placements. Zero value inside of your placements. What you need to focus upon is data structures, algorithms, and competitive programming. So if you're putting up more time in C++, Java, you're putting up less time in DSA and CP. And that is where you're making a huge mistake. People who say that, oh, I have learned 5 different programming languages. Are you an idiot? What utilization does that have for you? Nothing. If I ask you some advanced questions in that programming language, you know nothing about that as well. So please don't waste your time doing that. Just focus upon one programming language right over here. Okay, C++ or Java. Go on YouTube, get a course, complete that. Okay, just move on to DSA. Take a 15 days. Okay, in 15 days that should be done. 15 days, 10 hours course, not more, not a single second more than that. I think so that is more than enough for you guys. More than enough for you guys. Okay. Then go to data structures and algorithms, DSA. Now there are 2 methods of doing DSA. One is to take up a course. Okay. Again, that is up to you guys, what you like, what is more comfortable for you. Some people say to me that yes, doing a course is something that I like. The other way of doing it is lead code. The other way of making sure that you are good at DSA like I did is lead code right over there. At Defdown as well, when we train our students, we do it through lead code itself. We train our students through lead code. The reason for that is because it is the best. It is the best place to learn from. It is the best place to practice from as well when it comes to a point of, for example, if you're interested in companies like Amazon, Samsung, JP Morgan and Chase, then 100% of their questions in their online coding exam actually comes from lead code. They directly just copy paste the questions in their exam. So if you are practicing from lead code, it is actually very good for you. So that is the reason why, again, you can definitely take up a course. Okay, there are multiple courses out there, but very costly. For example, Coding Ninja's course, I think so it starts from like 5,000, 6,000 rupees. So that is very costly. You are having some, like for example, Apna College. I'm not very sure of that. Like something like that is the name. That is also, I think so, 3,000 or 5,000 rupees itself. I don't know the exact costing for that. PW course is shit. I went through the course. I didn't like it. These 2 courses I actually liked. So that is the reason I'm letting you guys know about them as well. Again, we are not affiliated with them anyhow. This is just my genuine suggestion to you guys. But again, I feel so that they are very costly for the price point, because again, very costly according to me for just DSA. But yeah, good courses right over there. You can definitely take them up as well. The second particular method of doing it is lead code. I usually prefer lead code because, like I said, same questions come into the exams. It is much more easier when you have same questions right over there. For example, at Deftown, when we teach, so we also have a particular program, right? For the DSA and CP and full stack, we teach every single one of them at like the same price point, 3,500. So in that, we have just focused upon lead code. Like a particular software engineer from Google, actually my senior at Google, Ravit Kumar. He's a SDE2 at Google. He's my senior at Google, Ravit. He's the one who actually teaches the data structures and algorithms at Deftown. So he goes through all the topics, goes through all the lead code questions properly itself, so that you guys are able to do it. In lead code, you don't have to solve every single question, because most of the questions have the exact same approach. So if you have solved 1 or 2 questions, you can leave 3 or 4 questions right over there, because they have the same approach. Now, figuring that out is something that you have to do with practice. That is not something that can happen over time. At Deftown, we have already done it, because again, I didn't have to do it. Ravi did it for me. So yeah, that was very helpful for me as well. Okay, so that will be my suggestion for data structures and algorithms. Next comes to competitive programming. Okay, competitive programming is something that is like an advanced form of data structures algorithms. For example, DSA is like, okay, 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. DSA is like 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. Okay. Arvind Kumar, I think so. You are late in the class, very late in the class itself. I've already said that we will be extending the number of days of the bootcamp by 2 days to make sure that we are able to cover up API and your particular backend databases as well. So I think so. You are very late for a class. So yeah. So let's assume that DSA is like 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. Then competitive programming is like Ram had one chocolate. Sham had one chocolate. How many chocolate do they have together? So basically, it will be like a story. You have to figure out which data structures will be most likely that you will be using right over there. You'll have to implement it properly, make sure that the output and input is coming up properly for you guys. So competitive programming is something that if you don't have a good understanding of data structures algorithms, if you're not practicing on a daily basis competitive programming, you will not be very good at it. You will not be very good at it. Can we go with GFG? I will definitely suggest against that. Okay, the reason is there are some dedicated platforms like LeetCode, and for competitive programming, I will be suggesting Code Chef. Again, these are all free platforms. If you are a fool, if you are paying for LeetCode, then you are the biggest fool that I've seen. Do not pay for LeetCode, guys. It is also free. So LeetCode, data structures and algorithms, and Code Chef for your competitive programming. Now, Code Chef, if you have completed it properly, you are having a very good ranking. You have done Code Chef for 1.5 years itself. Then I will suggest go further with Code Forces for those students who are interested to get a package above 30 lakhs per annum. If you are one of those that I want a package above 30 lakhs per annum, I want a very huge package right over there. For example, when I was at Google, I can say my package at Google, I was having a package of 60 lakhs per annum. So for that, you should be very good at Code Forces. Code Forces is very tough. If you directly go to Code Forces, you will just leave coding in its entirety. You will just leave coding in its entirety itself. It is very hard, very complicated. So you have to be very good at LeetCode and Code Chef. Only then go to Code Forces. Otherwise, not. Otherwise, not. Are you guys able to understand? Do not go for Hacker Rank or Hacker Earth or Geek for Geeks, because they have very easy questions. These type of questions are never going to come in the exams itself. And then you will be like, oh, I'm able to solve this very easily. Yeah, I'm a pro at this. And then when you go to the exam, sir, I'm not able to crack any of the coding rounds. Such hard questions are there. Not then cry at the end of the day. Because these platforms just promote like some of the basics, because they have to cater to a very huge population, right? So easy questions they will make them do, and that is not helpful for you at all. So these are some of the, like, everybody in the entire world uses these platforms. Okay, so LeetCode, Code Chef, and both of them, if you have done it, then Code Forces. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? How to clear your online coding round? Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Yes. After this, guys, after you have cleared your online coding round, then your interviews start. For me at Google, I had 8 rounds of interviews, but again, every single round can be categorized into 3 separate types: type A, type B, and type C. There's just 3 types of interviews. Multiple rounds can be there. For example, there can be 3 particular rounds of type A, 2 rounds of type B, 1 round of type C. So that can be there, but every interview can be categorized into these 3 types. First round will be programming language. Programming language plus data structures and algorithms. This is basically to check if you have cheated in the exam or not. I believe so, because when I used to take up the interviews, I used to treat them like, hey, today cheating kiya na today, because at that point of time, the COVID period was going on, right? So a lot of cheating used to happen at that point of time. So if they're not able to answer some simple questions in DSA, I'm like, cheating. So that is what happens right over there. Okay. So programming language. So whatever programming language that you select for to do data structures and algorithms, Pavan, please focus upon what I'm teaching right over here. Do not ask foolish questions that is not related to what I'm teaching right now. When I'm free, when I'm not teaching anything, you can ask these type of questions right over there. Okay. So data structure. So are you saying all these websites it's free? It's completely free. Okay. Do not pay for all these websites. It's completely free right over there. Okay. So data structures and algorithms right over here, guys. Whatever programming language that you use for DSA, either C++ or Java, that is the particular questions that I will be asking to you guys. Okay. Oops, concepts, okay, something else, but that will be the basics. Now, if you select Python or JavaScript to do data structures and algorithms, then the questions get very, very tough. Because think about it, the person taking up your interview has worked for 10 hours a day for 5 years straight, 5 days a week, 5 years, 10 hours a day in just either Python or JavaScript. He will know a lot more than you about that programming language. He can ask you very tough questions related to Python and JavaScript. So if you by mistake, you select Python or JavaScript to do data structure and algorithms, you are fucked in the interview. Literally, that is very, very, very wrong that you're doing right over there. Very wrong that you're doing right over there, guys. That is the reason why I suggested you guys either use C++ or Java. Those who are saying C, okay, you are again an idiot because you are just following what your college is teaching. C is a very lengthy programming language with no shortcuts inside of it. If you use this, you will never be able to complete the online coding round. You have to write 2 to 3 questions in like 60 minutes. You don't have enough time. You have to read the question. You have to understand the question. You have to come up with a solution. You have to code it. You have to recheck it. You don't have enough time. So if you are choosing C as a programming language, again, that is a very bad idea. C++, Java, both of them is exceptionally good. I use C++. Okay, when I was in college, I used C++ for data structures and algorithms, but both of them are exceptionally good. In that as well, if you ask me that, okay, what is your preference? So I'll say if you're going with full stack development, then go further with Java. If you're going with data science, then go further with C++. That will be my suggestion to you guys based on multiple different reasons. But yeah. Then the second type of interview is your technical round. This is where all your projects, your particular resume, your certificates, nobody sees, your resume, your projects, your internships, your trainings. This is where all of that is checked. This is where for the very first time throughout your interview, your resume will be looked at. No matter what happens, usually this is only one round. Okay, if there are 8 rounds of interviews, there will be only one round of technical round. The rest of the round, for example, for me, it was 6 rounds of data structures and algorithms, 1 round of technical round, and 1 round of the last, that is the HR round. These are only the particular 3 type of interviews that happened for me. 6 rounds of data structures and algorithms, 1 round of technical round, and 1 round of HR round itself. HR basically means they will be coming and asking you guys, what will you do if your partner or your particular colleague is not well and he has asked to do something? What if that happens for 3 days in a row? What will you do in that particular scenario? Just show that you are a team player. Okay, even if you will say fuck off to him, right over there in the interview, say, no ma'am, I will definitely help him out. He's a very integral part of the company as well, and he, like you said, he's my colleague and in my team, so I will definitely help him out with his work. Okay, so just show that you are a team player. Just lie through your teeth. Okay, shiny eyes, white teeth, just lie through it. Nobody cares about that. Okay, are you guys, is bad complexity a reason to eliminate a candidate? In the interview, they will just ask you to improve the time complexity. That is what they're going to do. So you will have to improve it. They are not going to leave that, oh, you have implemented the best case. you start implementing more. Okay, they will ask you to make it much more better. Okay, so now that you guys have understood, this is a process of getting selected in an MNC. Okay, now if you don't like data structures and algorithms, there is another pathway as well. I'm not saying it is compulsory, but then you can't aim for MNC companies. I'm being very frank about it, guys. If you are thinking that, oh, I will get into an MNC no matter what, that is not going to happen. Okay, so again, there is another path in which you don't have to do data structure algorithms, you don't have to do competitive programming, you don't have to focus upon C++ and Java, and that pathway is for startups and smaller companies. Okay, that pathway is for startups. Now, startups also pay very well. For example, at DevTown, so DevTown is not just a particular bootcamp company, right? We have our particular entire hiring team and everything that happens in the background. So we basically are a talent recruiting agency. What we do is we have collaborated with more than somewhere around 120 companies right now, and we help them hire. That is what we do. We find the right candidates. We make sure that they are trained. Even if we are not training them, we just find them properly. We make sure that they are applying for the interviews. They sit up in the interviews, get selected, and they work for the companies itself. A startup will also be paying like a data scientist. If you're a good data analyst or a data scientist, they will be paying you somewhere between 6 to 18 lakhs per annum. And if you're a very good full stack engineer, you will be paid between 12 to 21, sometimes even 25 lakhs per annum as well, which is a very, very, very good placement. This is for full stack web developers, and this is for data analyst or data scientist. Okay, so it's a very good salary. Again, it's not as if they are not paying you enough. They are paying you exceptionally well. And on top of this, you are having, in because you are in a startup, you're having the stock options as well. So stock options pay exceptionally well when the company goes for IPO. I know one of my students who overnight became a millionaire, and I regret that decision of not joining along with him. But yeah, that's fine. Everybody has their own plus and negatives, but it was a very bad day of my life when I saw that, but I was happy for him as well. So like I said, guys, startups also pay really well. They don't care about DSA, they don't care about CP, they only care about one thing: are you good at what you do? That's it. Are you a very good friend, a full stack developer? Are you a exceptionally good data analyst? Do you know the right tools? Do you know the right technologies? Do you have the right projects under your belt? If yes, they will select you. If no, then yeah, nobody is going to select you at the end of the day. So usually I suggest students, those who are thinking about this fact that I want to become a front-end developer, I want to become a back-end developer, I want to become a DevOps engineer, I want to become a cloud computing engineer, you are going to be unemployed. Okay. Companies right now don't hire these individually. You are not in 2015 anymore. Companies want an all-rounder that they can place in any of the teams that they want. That is the particular person that they're going to hire. It's as simple as that. That's the only person that they're going to hire, nobody else. It's as simple as that, guys. As simple as that. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. These companies are going to hire an all-rounder. If they have one particular person who is very good at cloud computing, and one particular person who is jack of all trades, he knows front end, he knows back end, he knows DevOps, he knows cloud computing, he knows, the main part is he knows how to integrate these technologies together. That is the person that is going to win. That is the person that is going to get selected. Why? Because they can just take him and then put him in the cloud computing team. They can pull him out of the cloud computing team, place him in the front end team itself. And because he knows how to integrate these technologies together, he's going to be very crucial in the development of these platforms. And that is the person that they're going to select and pay a little bit more for that as well. So that is what I'm trying to suggest to you guys. If you're interested in full stack development, then go further with full stack development, front end, back end, DevOps, and cloud. For example, at DevTown, when we teach our students, right? When we teach our students, we start from the basics. We tell them that we don't care what you know. If you know something, keep it outside and then attend the classes. I really don't care about what you know. The reason is because I don't know where you have studied from. I don't know what is your base, what is your concepts. I want to make sure that your concepts are the greatest in the world, because we are having these companies that we have promised that we are going to get you placed. We can't just back out of that. So we start with the basics. C++, Java. Okay. For example, C++ is taken by a software engineer from Barclays. Java is taken up by a software engineer from HCL. Okay, so she's the one that takes up Java for us. Then after that, we start off with data structures and algorithms. Data structures and algorithms is taught to them by Ravid Kumar, who is a software engineer at Google. Senior software engineer at Google. He's my senior at Google. And he's a very great person. He has given so many students referrals. Almost last month, we got 10 students placed in Google. 10. I think so there are 9 or 10 students placed in Google. One is still going through the process, but he will get selected. So 10 students we are planning to get placed into Google itself. Just through that one particular person, Ravid. He arranged 10 referrals for us, and each of one of them got into the company. So like I said, he's a very helping hand, a very good soul. Okay. Then the third particular person, you are having Ritik Kumar, who is a software engineer at Microsoft, as well as worked as at HackerRank as well before. So he's the one who actually teaches competitive programming. He's a world top 100 in lead code and almost the world top 100 in CodeChef. So 104 on CodeChef and 96 in the entire world on lead code itself. So that is the person who teaches competitive programming. The reason why is because he knows a lot many shortcuts, a lot many tips and tricks to make sure that you are able to solve questions as fast as possible. Because that is a trick that you need right over there. And he's exceptionally good at it. Then let's assume that we have chosen full stack development, right? So we have people from all over. So I think so we have a lot of people. Let me just check. I will show it to you guys. What are the different instructors right over there? These are the people who teaches data full stack development at DevTown. We have people from Google, Amazon. Then we have people from McKinsey and Company, Morgan Stanley, American Express, Sony, TensorFlow, Stealth and Moving, Goldman Sachs, Infosys, Oracle, HP Porsche. Anushka Gupta is currently working as a tech lead at Oyo. Then you have people from Walmart, L&T, Jio, KPMG, Google, and many more companies as well. The reason why we have so many different companies is because every company, for example, McKinsey and company has an assessment exam. So to prepare for that, there's a particular slightly different, like 1 or 2 classes is needed for that. So we keep multiple instructors to make sure that you guys are able to get the overall idea about the entire thing. And these are the ones who actually go through the entire process and make sure that you are able to learn everything properly. Now, when I say everything properly, that means everything from the basics, that is data structure algorithms, to like HTTP, HTTPS, HTML, CSS, Git, GitHub version control, responsive design, Tailwind CSS, Bootstrap CSS, JavaScript. That is the fundamentals. This is what I call as the ABCD of web development. If you know this, congratulations, you are a toddler. Okay, you are in LKG, UKG of studying for web development and for a placement. So this is what I call as the basics of web development, or ABCD of web development. After this, you have to go further with the React JS, that is in the front end. So getting started with Is my voice audible to you guys right now? Please let me know. I think so. It should be audible right now, right? How long was my audio muted? How long was I on mute, guys? Please let me know. How long was I on mute, guys? Please let me know. Okay, no issues in that, guys. I am able to understand that I was on mute for the past 15 minutes itself. I am able to understand that. Let's do one thing. We'll stop right over here. Okay. I will, because the time is also over. We don't have enough time left to actually go through the entire thing. So we'll stop right over here, guys. No issues in that. We'll take up the attendance right now. We'll come back in tomorrow's class. We'll start with our backend code. Whatever topic is left, whenever if we get time at the end of the bootcamp, I'll just cover that up at that point of time. Okay, no issues in that, guys. So I'll share the attendance. Sorry, I'll share the attendance with you guys right now. Give me a second. So let me share the attendance with you guys. Okay, the attendance link will be closed in the next 5 minutes, guys. We'll meet in tomorrow's class. We'll continue with our class, guys. We'll continue with our coding of backend that is left, and then we will continue from right over there. Okay, I've provided the attendance link in the live chat, guys. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 9:36. Sorry, 9:37. So please start filling up the attendance right now. I'll pin up the attendance as well. Exactly 9:36. We will have the with the attendance link will be closed. So please start filling up the attendance. We'll continue our coding from tomorrow's class, guys. The hello world for our back end, and then we'll meet in our tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.